watched tonight, I'm telling you right now, whether you believe me or not, there is a very good chance, I'm even putting it at 50-50, this is it for me tonight. There's a very good chance this is the last show. And I'm going to tell you why. So if you stayed up tonight, or if you happen to see I'm going live and you were one of the few that caught it, you might see the very last show I ever do on YouTube tonight. You might. I put it at 50-50. In the past, when I say that, it's usually probably like, I go on, I usually say, I'm done, I may be leaving. And I'd say it's usually like, in my mind, it's probably 75-25 that I'm not actually going to leave. It's now down to 50-50 for me. So just depending on a few things, this could be the last show. So consider yourself lucky. Say if you made it here tonight, because there'll be people going, what happened? What happened? I don't understand. He went, oh, he's gone. Like, what? Who was there? You guys that witnessed it, you'll be able to tell the tale if it's the last one. But I'd say it's 50-50 right now. And again, I'll go over why. So could be a big night here. I will tell you that I'm not in a good place right now mentally. I've got some stuff going on. And it's kind of like, that's why this could be, and when I say it's the last one, could just be the last one for a long time, maybe. It just depends. It really depends. Again, I'm not going to make a definitive statement about it. I'm just saying, don't be surprised. So I'll get into that. Obviously, I'm going to I'm going to get this out of the way very quickly, because I already seen a couple of fucking bums in there making jokes about it, and that's fine. Get the jokes out. Get the jokes out of your system now. So obviously, the name change. I've been hinting at this for a while. Everybody kind of gets the story by now. I changed the name CSP a couple of months ago. And the reason I did that, it was supposed to be sort of an abbreviated version of Clown Show Promotion, CSP. What I failed to realize is because I'm not a big YouTuber. I never use the filter search too much. I never look into that stuff. So what I didn't realize was there was already not only a CSP channel, there's like a bunch of CSP channels. A lot of people use that name. I never even went and did a channel search. I didn't even pay attention to that. So I didn't even think about it. And then right away, people were telling me, yeah, you can't even find you. There's already a CSP channel. There's already multiple ones. You're not showing up in the algorithm at all. And I realized right away, okay, that's probably not going to work long term. So I said, I have to change the name again. We've been discussing. Hell, the other night, I even went on there and said, if you got any name ideas, throw them at me. So we were bouncing around names. And, I'll be honest, I didn't really like any of the names you guys threw at me. A couple of them were okay. And I was debating what I would call it. So then here's how I wound up with this. And let me explain it. So if you look at the name, I guess if you first see it, you might say, what does that mean? So the name is sort of a morphed version of every character I've been. Well, at least the main one. So a lot of people know me as Ark, and a lot of people know me as Clown. So how do you kind of mold those together? And everybody knows I'm from Arkansas. So I was playing around with ideas, and it just kind of came to me. Arkansas, Ark, Clown Saw. Ark, Clown Saw. It's a morphed version of everything together. And I just kind of thought it made a lot of sense. Ark, Clown Saw. Ark and the Clown. Saw, Ark and Saw. So I actually like it. I think I know some people will say it's dumb, that's stupid, they don't like it, but I don't really care. Because who knows if I'm sticking around anyway. But I thought people would get what it stood for. I think a lot of you do. I think if you first see it, you might be like, yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, if you really put it together, and plus nobody's got that name. Because if you go look around on YouTube, any clown, it's already taken. You know how many clown channels there are on YouTube? There's tons of them. clown this, clown that. I mean, it's unbelievable how many people have used that gimmick for a channel name. And most of those channels are dead channels. They don't have any subs. But there are some big channels with clown in the name. So I thought, yeah, mold it in together. So that's kind of what I was going for. So, yeah, I seen like Charlet guy came in here and tried to make a joke out of it. You know, coleslaw. It's nowhere near coleslaw. Good try, though. Clearly, he's just trying to piss me off. But, yeah, that was sort of what I was going with that. Arc Clown Saw. Arkland Saw. So it molds Arc and Clown. And where I'm from. Nobody's got that name. It's original. Should be easy to find if you type it in too. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure if you type that in, it's gonna pop up right away. I would think. So that's up with that. And now here's the deal. I got to get into this. Lately on the channel, and I noticed, and I'll get to the chat, you know, I like to start off doing promo. The bottom line for me is this. The channel it's been getting some momentum lately, you know, and I'm aware of that. The streams had started to kind of like pop off a little bit. And the reason it was starting to pop off a little bit is because a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, I started doing uploads. I was putting those out, and then I kind of started going live again, and things started kind of coming together. Okay, you know, the uploads are coming, and maybe even daily. He's dropping another video. This is what people wanted me to do. That, you know, the top 10, whatever. They were getting some clicks. And then I go live, and then here lately, it's like the cast of characters. This is stuff I've done for years. You know, I've been doing that for a long time. I go live, and I would panel up, bring people on, and I'm good at making characters. That's what I do. But here lately, the characters that were coming around, you know, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these guys that have been coming on are just flat out losers. They really are. Any way that you slice it, they're just losers. They're just, everybody's got their own agenda. They're trying to get their fucking gimmick over. They're trying to get their character over, and it's really lame and sad. And it's like coming over here, oh, well, you know, Clown does this. Clown allows anything to be said. Clown allows anything to go on. So this kind of became the place for that. Hey, you can say whatever you want on Clown Show. And in a way, again, it just kind of makes me the dumb fuck because I'm giving these people a platform to come on here with their dumb bullshit and their rhetoric and and whatever they got going on. And I do get that people like it. People like a wild panel. They like a crazy panel. I get that. But now, what are you seeing happening now? Now everybody's doing the same thing now. Like, I've been getting hit up about this guy's doing this guy's doing that. Now everybody's going around. They're bringing Vinny on. They're paneling all the same dudes up. They're doing these dumb discussions. And they're all stealing my idea. It's all my stuff that I've already done. And it's not like do I really give a fuck at the end of the day? Kind of, but kind of not, you know, because it is YouTube. And like everybody's a thief on this platform. If you do something, everybody else tries to mimic it and steal your, you know. But it's starting to get kind of pathetic because it feels like nobody really calls it out for what it is. You know, like there might be one or two guys out there that will kind of call it for what it is. But a lot of it is just like people sit there on their hands and they don't really say anything. You know, they just kind of go with it. And it really has cheapened my show and cheapened what I've created and what I've done for years. It's cheapened it to the point now where my channel, I feel like, has been devalued a lot. And I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle, you know, in a lot of ways. Because I create all this stuff and I do all this stuff. And then the dumb fuckery of it is that I'm shadow banned. It never really grows. Everybody knows why. People steal everything I do, and then they use it as their own content. And then people actually act like it didn't happen over here first. And then that just drives me crazy because and then it's like, what can I do about it? Because I don't have a huge channel, but everybody's been through this channel. They just don't sub or they don't stick around. Everybody knows that I've been the hub in this community for years for all this creativity that exists now. Like when I was on there ranting like a couple of weeks ago about how I did start all this stuff and everybody knows it, I wasn't joking. I wasn't on there saying that to feel good about myself. It was because it's the truth. But then I sit back and go, God dang, man, where am I getting with it, though? It doesn't matter what I've done. All that matters is tomorrow. Who goes, like, these bums go live. If a guy's a bum and he goes live tomorrow doing the stuff I've done already, they're only going to be talking about that. Until I go live again, it's kind of non-existent. It's like you almost have to be live 24/7 because people have a short memory. Now Vinny is the latest whore to be passed around these streams that everybody wants to bring on because they saw me doing it with him. They saw me allowing him to come on and spout his nonsense, giving him a platform, putting him on full screen, giving him that. And now everybody wants to do that. And well, Clown's not live. Well, who's the next guy that'll go live and bring Vinny? It's just I'm becoming a guy that everything I do is being stolen. And it's just day to day. Nobody really cares until I go live again. Now, when I go live and I speak about it, then it's like, yeah, you're right. They are. Yeah, right. Well, we know you're the one that did it first, Clown. It's good in the moment. But then tomorrow when I'm not live, then it becomes who's going live next. We'll go to their channel and act like it's the first time we've ever seen this. And then I'm left just waiting to go live again. Or I have to go do another upload. And it's like even the Joey stuff, Oh, yeah, I've been going to Joey super hard lately. I was doing videos about him, calling him out on the live streams. And it's like I'm the only guy that really has done that. Gone at Joey and kept it going. And then a lot of guys show up in the chat like, yeah, he's this. He is a grifter. You're right about him. He did fake that whole track. And people listen to me. And then guess what? It's kind of like, again, when I'm not live or when I'm not doing a video, then it just kind of becomes this thing that's out there that everybody's thinking about or knows about because I put the seed out there. But then it just kind of dies when I'm not live or I'm not able to speak on it. Do you know what I mean? It's like I have to constantly go live or I have to be doing a daily video or all the stuff I've previously done sort of just becomes just stuck in the timeline that it happened. And to me, I'm not gaining any ground with that because these other assholes don't care because they know that they're only doing the stuff that I started. But the people that like them that go to their channel are going to go over there and act like it's new. They're going to act like, oh, this is great what you're doing right now. Bring this guy on again. Clown already did all that. Ark already did all that. So now where does that leave me when I'm being wedged out because I can't go live every fucking night? I don't know. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Do you see like how I can't win? And I'm just, it's just all coming together and I'm realizing that it's a waste of time. That's where I'm getting at. I'll get to the chat in a second. I do want to talk about, the UFC and my thoughts on that. And then, we'll get to that John Cena shit the other night. We'll talk about that. But as far as, like, am I going to drop the link tonight? I probably won't because, I'm tired of making people stars around here. Yeah, if it hurts the channel and you guys leave because you're bored by me when it gets to hour 3 or whatever, then leave. Then leave. Unsubscribe, leave. But I don't know if I want to make characters anymore. Because I feel like whenever I do make characters, they all end up betraying me, and then I get nothing out of it because they go to all these other channels, and it just becomes like, let's do the same thing Clown does, copy his whole entire thing, and then, well, Clown can't do nothing about it because he ain't live, and Clown's got bigger fish to fry. Why? I mean, I'd like to go after the bigger channels. Joey, We Want Picks, Lucas Tracy, Guru. Why would I go after bought and paid for channels or sellout channels or like 1,000 sub channels. That ain't going to help me out. Anyway, yeah, again, Charlie came in and he tried to make a big joke out of it. What's up, Larry? Larry, he likes the name. Appreciate that, Larry. Anakin added already. Yeah, he's already talking about John C. I'll get to that in a minute. Our Clown Saw Time, he likes it. A promoter, I will say, I can't even really believe I have to keep addressing CSP promoter, but here's the thing. Obviously, we all know, it's been pretty clear, CSP promoter is a troll, all right? He's just some guy got no life, all right? He's some dude that's got no life, that's obsessed with me and what I do and what I've created. I don't know how long he's been watching my show. I don't know. He does seem to know a lot. He's another part of the problem. A guy like that, and I could block him. I've threatened to block him. You know, I could do that very easily because I don't really take him seriously. Like, to me, when he started running over to our Jenny's channel, it became clear to me what he's trying to do. He's an Argini guy, and he's trying to go – he just wants attention from Argini. That's his big thing. So he goes over there using my channel name at the time to try to, like, get attention on himself and go over there and troll and get a reaction out of people like I have any connections to him. He's come on a couple of times on the panel. He's just some hillbilly fucking retard. The CSP promoter, I'm kind of glad I changed the name because now, you know, I'm no longer a CSP, so that doesn't really reflect on me, the crap that you do. But you never spoke for me. You're not my promoter. You're a troll. I think everybody should know that by now. No, I don't condone anything you say or do. Yeah, you're irrelevant to me. My advice to you would be to drop that name. Just go with something else. Just be our Jenny promoter. Do that. Do something. But I'm not here for you. I don't give a fuck about you. You're not funny to me. You had your little moment. You popped a few people when you came in that one night. But no, you're irrelevant. And yeah, I don't care what you find funny, what you think is interesting. Because again, I look at, you know what I look at you? To me, you're just another guy out there that just has no talent. You live through other people's channels. You can't do your own shit. You probably, well, maybe you tried to do a clip or two and it failed. Yeah, you know, good riddance to you. I probably should block you tonight, honestly. Because, again, you bring nothing of value to this shit, man. You really don't. Yeah, you're just a viewer, but you're trying to use my channel name like you have some sort of connection to me when you know you don't. I've never spoken to you off air. Don't know who you are. And I know you get a kick out of using that name, thinking, oh, people are going to react to this. They're going to react when you go to these other chat rooms. And you're another chat whore. You jump around. You go to everybody's streams. The jig's up. We don't know what you are. You're actually probably a hater, more than likely. And this is your way of sort of like getting back at me in your own way. You think it's going to drive me crazy. If you notice, I haven't even really said much about you too much. It's how irrelevant you are. I don't play it up. I know our Jenny plays it up with you a lot. Yeah, it's the NSP from, you know, everybody reacts to you over there. Like, nobody really gives a shit about you over here. You know, I mean, get your shit together, or you're just going to be a guy that I block, and every time I see you show up, you're going to get blocked again. Because I actually don't have a problem blocking people, believe it or not, because that whole shit about, oh, you know, everybody gets on their high horse lately. I see a lot of people on their high horse lately about, I don't block nobody. I never block anybody. I see multiple people talking about that. Well, get off your high horse, because in all honesty, you saying you never block any, first of all, I think that's a lie. I think people do block people or they time them out. I don't think there's anybody that just has a completely open chat room. The reason you block people, it's not because really they're getting to you that much and they've won. It's because why give people a platform for bullshit? Why even do it? Why? I mean, what if it's going to be the same old stuff and it's annoying spam and retarded comments? It's like if you can get on your high horse and say you don't ever block people, but maybe you don't block people because you're just desperate for every view you can get. A guy like me is willing to block people and lose viewers because I don't give a fuck. To me, I think I'm actually being more honest about it when I do block people. Like, have there been a few times I've blocked people a little too fast? Probably. But with certain people, yeah, it's just kind of like, nah, I don't need to keep playing your game. Your game is only to get yourself over. You're doing it for yourself. You're trying to pop yourself. I don't like people like that. But anyway, so yeah, good chance this is the last one tonight. I don't even know who Old Head is, but big news clown. No, it's not big news. There's no big news. Vinny the Sad just had a debate on Jay blah, blah, blah. No, I don't care, man. I don't know. Argentina blocked for 10 days via copyright, fax, CSP, all this. First of all, it's not news. I don't really give a shit about these other people. The Vinny thing, Vinny's being passed around. Like I said, he's the latest slut in the community that's being passed around from stream to stream. Bring Vinny on, get a reaction because he's a dumbass fucking bitch. He's a loser. They're all doing it. You know, I'm not shocked that, you know, JVD fucking and No Chill would jump on the bandwagon and bring him on. I'm not shocked by that. Why wouldn't they, you know, get the whore on there? Be a whore yourselves, boys. Like, do whatever you can to get attention. I guess that's the game. Just steal do everything Clown did, and then, you know, like I said, and then when Clown's not live, it doesn't matter because Clown's not live. So he can't speak about it. But I don't give a fuck about that. And then I don't know about our Jenny. I didn't know about that. He's claiming that he got blocked for, first of all, I never heard of a 10-day ban on YouTube. That's kind of a weird statement. To my knowledge, there's not a 10-day ban. Usually it's see, that doesn't make any sense. That's not really adding up. I don't know. Usually you get a strike and it's 7 days. And then if you get a second strike, it's 2 weeks. I think that's what it is. I've never heard of a 10-day ban. So I don't know if there's any legitimacy to that. I have no idea. I've never heard of that. I do know that he was playing a lot of music on there, and I kind of wondered how he was getting away with it because you're not supposed to be playing copyrighted material. And he's done it, and he never seemed to get hit by it. I guess he could have got hit finally. I don't know. Maybe somebody reported him or something. I have no idea. Sven in the chat, so I can go. What's funny, Vinny won a debate against No Chill, and Bodat fans voted for him. See, I mean, even, and I didn't see this, but even the way and they even did a vote. That's what I did. I've been doing that for a couple of weeks. I'm doing the vote. Who won the debate? See, everybody steals everything I fucking do. Now they're bringing him on, doing votes. Like, I mean, come on. Why can't people just do their own version, why can't they be original? They see me do something, then they go do the exact same thing. And that's another reason I'm sick of this community. Like, it's like now it's all these clones of me now. And now, you know, he now like who they said JVD did it or something or whatever, brought him on. I mean, like, dude, real original. I already did that last week and the week before. I even did the voting and everything about who won the debate. I mean, come on. It's just sad when people just rip your shit off. Clan saw, all right. And yeah, get your jokes out, you know, get all your jokes out. You know, if you can't, if you want to make jokes about the name, it wouldn't matter what name I use. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you the other name I thought about using. I actually put it in the title. I actually was going to call the channel Clown 'em All. Clown 'em All. I was actually going to go with that name. But then I ended up coming up with Our Clown Saw. So, you know, what about the name Clown 'em All? Do you guys like that? I mean, do you think that's way better? Clown 'em All? I thought that because Clown 'em All kind of would make sense for what I do on this channel. I go after everybody. I clown everybody. Clown 'em All, I thought would be an interesting channel name. I was definitely thinking about, I almost used that. But then I just said, well, how can I morph everything together? So that's kind of what I came up with. Punk went off on Rock and Cena. I didn't see WWE. I didn't see Raw tonight or anything. I didn't get any updates yet. I've been out of the loop. But I don't really care about spoilers in wrestling. If you want to spoil it, I'm okay with it, and I'm not going to be bothered by it. But I didn't see it yet. I do know, obviously, I know about Cena, and I'll get my thoughts on that here in a minute about the big heel turn that the whole world is so obsessed with. Blew up the other night on social media. But yeah, I didn't see what Punk said. I'm guessing he probably came out and cut a fucking scintillating fucking promo on them dudes. But I don't know what he said. Rhea lost the belt. Again, well, that's kind of surprising there. I didn't know about that either. Interesting news there. I kind of surprised by that because, she just got it back not long ago. So she lost to Io Sky. Huh. There must have been some shenanigans going on there in that match. I didn't see it. Tersey, people are banning others from chats when they said that your stream's starting soon. Who? Who are you talking about? Who's even live right now? Because, I set this to go live at midnight. We had 50 in here a minute ago. I didn't even think it'd be this big. I just wanted to kind of get my message out tonight, but I didn't really care about the size of the show. But who was banning them? And again, they have the right to do that, but that sounds a little I don't know, gay that somebody mentions me and you just ban it or whatever. Clown Show finally changed the name. Or Jenny banned for a week. Thoughts? I just found out about it. I didn't know. That's the first time I'm hearing about it. Again, I've never heard of a 10-day suspension. So that's why I was a little I don't get that. But apparently they're saying a music copyright. Is that what it was? I'm not shocked because you can't be playing a lot of music on there, but I'm sure he's pissed off if that's true because the guy likes to go live every fucking day now. He's probably going to be very upset. My advice to him, though, now that this has happened to him, if my advice to him would be, you know what? Take these, if it's 10 days, maybe take these next 10 days and, kind of re-question what you're doing on YouTube. Because I didn't watch, but I did see something pop up in the feed about, is it just me or is what is he doing over there with, his stream titles have been getting really perverted looking. It looks like I don't know if he's trying to be me because everybody knows, I talk about porn girls over here and I do a lot of, we're always talking about chicks and porn chicks and everything. I don't know if he's trying to be like me. It looked like a couple of his titles were something about pussy and chicks and what is he going for? I thought he's supposed to be an MMA guy. I thought our Jenny's supposed to be this big MMA guy that's trying to help people make money. Why is he doing clown show style, chick titles and stuff? I don't really get it. I don't know what he's going for unless he's trying to be like me. Because I'm the only guy in MMA that ever did a variety thing where I came on and talked about porn girls and talked about other stuff as well. Nobody else does that in MMA because they don't want to get their channel shadow banned or they just want to keep it to MMA. It looks like he's trying to be this version of me or something. It was way too obvious Naomi attacked Jade. Again, she came out there the other night, Cargill, and beat up Naomi at that chamber. And obviously they were trying to play it off oh, for sure Naomi did it. But I did not see Raw tonight, so I don't know if they followed up on that tonight. So I can't give you much of an answer on that. No, I'm not bringing the guy back on. I really have lost interest in him already. And some of you will be like, "Oh, get him on, put him on." I don't know. Everybody else is bringing him on. I don't care. He's whored out to me now. He's used and he's used up now. He's trying to jump on everybody's channel. I don't got time for that. Plus, he kind of disrespected me, and I can't. I meant it when I said I'd whoop his ass. That's all. I'll whoop his ass straight up. That's all I'm going to say about it. You're not going to disrespect me in real life like that. I promise you that right now. You can do it online because there's nothing I can do about it, except yell. But No Chill, I think, was doing that. Yeah, that fucking shit-eating retard. Who cares about him anyway? Useless in the chat. Tersey, no. Clown banned Vinny. I banned him I blocked him under the Vinny the Guinea name. that one night I did, because I don't, he kept leaving the stream and he kept coming back like a bitch, and then he wanted me to help him against our Jenny, and then he got all mad, and I said, that's enough. I ain't got time for this beta bitch. And then he was in the chat trying to run his mouth. It's like, no, you had your shot. You shot your shot. Now you're a whore. Let everybody else bring you on. You're boring to me now. I'm not going to get into his debates about Muslim life or whatever. Somebody decapitate him and I wouldn't care. Like, if Vinny got his head cut off, I wouldn't give a fuck. It'd just be another retard gone from this life. And I do want to make one thing very clear about the Vinny stuff. You guys got to understand, when I had him on here and I was letting him speak and I was asking him questions about his lifestyle and his diet, some people take that to mean like I was buying everything he was saying. That's not the truth at all. I saw a character. And I'm good at making characters. I was playing it up. Hell, I even fake laugh at some of the stuff he was saying. Like, when those guys on there yelling, sometimes I'll even do a fake laugh. That's a fake laugh I do. You think I really thought those guys were funny that whole time? No, I play it up to get a reaction out of the chat, to get them to keep getting mad at each other. I'm a puppet master. When I laugh, it's to get the other guy mad. Because if you laugh at somebody else's insult, it gets the other guy upset, and it creates more tension and drama. Nothing they really said was really popping me that much. I just allowed it to happen, and now everybody's trying to recreate the same stuff I've already did. And that's why I'm getting sick of this community, like I'm saying. And I don't even get, if I'm not live every night, I don't get credit for it anymore. The point is, it's like you almost, like I said, have to be live every night, or they forget about, did you just forget 2 nights ago I did this exact same thing with Vinny, and now I guess whoever else, now or Jenny or JVD's bringing him on, trying to do the exact same thing. But it was 2 days ago when I did it, and you forget. Your memories are short. That's what I hate about this stuff. Yeah, I don't like that intro. StreamYard changed their fucking intro, and I don't like it. Gay MMA, I don't care about you. Baby Shark, what's up, man? Let's go. Haunter in the chat. Okay. Calm guy boyfriend. Yeah. Get your jokes in. Get your jokes in, fag. At least you admit you're gay, though. I'll give you that. At least you admit you're a faggot. Sass and Call, let's go. Brody Rutledge, the fighter. I like the new channel name. I lost my... Did you really? Damn. He said, I lost my fight, but I still would KO anyone in chat. What, dude, what happened to you? How'd you lose? Didn't I predict you were going to lose? You didn't get knocked out, did you? What happened? Sub, decision? That did kind of make me laugh there, because like he was talking tough. I mean, he said he was going to destroy his opponent. Now he said he lost. Well, hey, man, at least you showed up and admitted you lost. I'll give you that. You could. A lot of guys, if they lost, they'd be hiding right now. He wouldn't, they wouldn't be talking. They'd be like, oh, shit, I'm never showing my face again. So if that really is Brody Rutledge, this guy, I mean, props to him for coming in and admitting that he lost. Hope this ain't the last episode on real shit, though. It's 50-50 with me. I was talking to another guy a couple of nights ago. We had a little discussion about some shit. And, after that convo, I started thinking more about some stuff. And he had brought up some things about some of the people that have been coming on the show lately. And he was bringing up some points. And then I started thinking about that. And I'm like, it's just... I have a lot of shit going on right now too, and I got some issues that I have to handle, and some of it is some mental stuff, and I'm finding myself going down a bad road again. And if I'm not careful, it's going to get away. I'm going to lose grip. Sometimes I can sense it coming, and that's when I have to take a step back, because if I keep going hard and the views are not up to my satisfaction on the uploads, and if I'm going live and it's just the same dudes and like nothing's really, and then people are all stealing my shit, it starts to get to me, and I get where I don't want to do this anymore, and then like it can become like, I've always said I'm always a second away from deleting my channel. There's been multiple times I almost hit delete and I couldn't get myself to do it. I'm like, nah, I pull myself away at the last second. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's, don't. I have to stop myself. I have an urge to delete and to be done. And then I go, no, it's like, 7 years, man. You don't. You got all those back catalogs. Don't do it. And I'm able to stop myself from doing it. But I'm always like just a second away from doing it. And that's I'm teetering right now on it. Like I'm in that mind frame, like, I don't need to do this anymore. I don't have to. Sven, you've been hyping that name for weeks. I don't hate the name. I'm the one that came up with it, but I kind of feel like Clown Show Promotions is just too generic for me when I really think about it. It's just a very generic sounding name anyway. And I just ultimately didn't want to use it. I could have, but I was like, nah, too generic for me. What's up, Clown? Like the new name. Appreciate that, Lugball. Yeah, a lot of guys, a few guys said they like it. They do like the new, if you've been around, you understand it because it morphs in Arkansas, Mr. Arkansas, Clown Saw. It kind of works. I know, again, a lot of people won't get it. They won't understand what it means. I don't even think the channel name it has to be that important anyway. I think whatever content you're doing is the most important. The channel name can be anything. I've seen the dumbest channel names on YouTube, and it don't matter. People still get subs. You can call your channel anything. It's all about the content you put out, in my opinion. Cousin Braha Girth says, good call. CSP sound too much like CPS. It was just like I said, I didn't do my research on that CSP, and then I didn't realize that there was already tons of CSP channels. And I didn't, people were not tying it in necessarily to Clown Show Promotions, which what it was supposed to be. And it was kind of like, it just wasn't going to work long term, so I had to move on from it. No Chill can go fuck himself. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like anybody. I mean, why would I like him? Sounds like to me he's trying to copy me as well, and that's fine. Go ahead and be a copy of me, but you'll never be me. You can try to be the clown. None of you guys will ever be me. I don't even care if your channels are bigger. Doesn't matter. I set the standard around here in this community. I was the first to really do it, to mix MMA with like crazy panels and fucking, porn girls and all that crazy talk. Nobody will ever be able to be me. There'll never be another me. There won't be. There will be copycats. There will be guys that want to do what I do. There will never be another Ark or Clown. There won't be a guy that will do exactly what I did. I don't care. They can try, but they can't be me. Because I'm ultimately the guy that always gets into it with everybody. I don't have any friends. Like, I'm the guy that will always stay true to what I said. I am the loner guy, and I do go after everybody. And even if you come around the show and you get good with me, you're always going to be under the spotlight yourself. And I think that's probably, again, what happened with Vinny. Thought I was his friend. Came around thinking it was me and him now. It's the Vinny and Clown show. Not realizing that he was always a second away from being gone. And now he can go around jumping on everybody's channel. Be that whore. Be that whore panel guy now. Go jump around. Find JVD's channel. Find whoever. Or Jenny. Find Bodak. Find whoever. No Chill. Find whoever you got to find. But everybody knows it all started here. But sadly, if I'm not live every night, it starts to look like somebody else did it. Cena heel turn was insane. You know what, man? I mean, I can get into it. I didn't want to bore too many non-wrestling people right now, but my thought about it, it was down to two things for me. It was either about damn time or too little too late. And I thought about it, and ultimately I sided with too little too late for me. This is something I think I'm one of the people, I'm like, look, I believe they should have done this a long time ago. Think everybody would agree with that somewhat. This is something they should have done years ago. They never did it. Never happened. They just never pulled the trigger. They always kept him the exact same character. People kept speculating, will he ever do it? You know, then I've seen all these videos popping up. I can't believe it. John Cena turned heel. I now realize how big of a mark so many human beings are. I now realize we live in a mark world because the amount of people on social media and on YouTube and all these platforms that freaking popped out and marked out over that heel turn that night showed me that there's a lot of marks, a lot of adults walking around that are very childlike in their brain. Because to me, when he did it, when I saw it, the kind of the first thought that I had was, why now? Why would you wait so long to do it? 20-something years. And then people are like, well, now it's the perfect time because nobody saw it coming. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say nobody saw it coming. There was a lot of speculation about whether he was going to turn. For all these people acting like, oh, no, like this caught everybody. No, it didn't. There were, the weeks before the chamber, I saw people saying, you think John will turn heel? It was already out there that he might do it. The people that were so shocked must have not have been paying attention. So, because the other night going into the show, I was thinking somebody was probably going to turn heel. I thought it could be anybody. It could be Punk. I thought Logan Paul. Logan's already a heel, but I thought maybe he would join The Rock. That was a thought I had. They would give him the keys. I thought, well, could they do it with Cena? Anything's possible, right? So when it actually happened, I don't know. I just wasn't as shocked as a lot of people seem to be. My thing about it is that he's supposedly retiring, right? Oh, this is his last year. I already know how this story is going to end. And if you don't like spoilers, turn it off right now, but I can tell you how this is going to end. I didn't see Raw tonight, so I don't know if Cena was on there. I don't know how if he did a promo, how it came off. I need to see how it comes off and when they talk and all that. But here's the thing. What's going to happen is Cena is going to be heel for a little while, and then eventually he will turn babyface again, and he'll realize the error of his ways, and he'll go out with his last little moment as a baby. You already know what's going to happen. Okay? That's why ultimately I think it's just it doesn't really appeal to me as much as it does some people. I can already see the story playing out months in advance. This is just temporary. Okay, now let's see how it plays out on TV. But no, I wasn't that shocked by it. And in my opinion, it was too little too late for me. I would have liked to have seen them do that a long time ago. Baby Sharp likes the name. No Chill trying to steal your ideas. Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but let me guess. I can almost envision it, right? Mind you, I don't know anything about it. I've just been told tonight he's doing this, right? Let me guess. He went live, opened up the panel, a bunch of guys came on, Vinny, and they all just argued and talked about the same old shit that's already, right? Is that what happened? Same stuff? Going back and forth with each other? Vinny on there repeating the same bullshit? Is that what they did? I can almost see it in my mind. I bet you that's exactly what they did. And then they did like a vote or something like, who won the debate? Is that what they did, according to you guys? Yeah, I've already done that. You know what I mean? Just, is No Chill now and JVD and these guys resorting to just stealing my show? Kind of sad if you ask me. Yeah, you're just a viewer, whatever. Sports fanatic, MMA, what is that about? CSP promoter sucks, I agree. CSP promoter exposed. He's not exposed because he's nobody. Logan in the chat. Bro, block me if you want. I will. I will block you. And don't call me bro. I'm not your bro. I'm never going to be your bro. You don't speak for me. Like I said, go to our Jenny's channel. Hang out over there. Go to JVD. Go to No Chill. Go to whoever you want and be their promoter. Be our Jenny promoter. Be JVD promoter. Be No Chill promoter. Be Bodak promoter. Be whoever, or be anybody you want. Don't be me, though. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. And if I delete my channel, I won't give you, after a week, you won't even be a thought in my mind. And you can run over to everybody else and try to get a pop and a reaction out of people by trolling all day. They don't block people, their mods do, LOL. Well, I don't even have mods right now. That's one, if you make people mods, like you give people power when you give them the wrench. You give people a power on your channel. And I've done that. I used to give the wrench out. I used to have mods. And then eventually I was kind of like, you know what? Do I really need a moderator that bad? Like, if I can't handle my chat room, says that if I'm not capable of handling it, that's not, like, it's okay to have a mod sometimes if you're, like, trying to have a panel on and maybe you're not caught up with the chat. There might be somebody in there spamming or, and a mod can take care of that very quickly. But I definitely don't want to have a channel where my moderators get a big ego and they start timing people out and thinking that they control the narrative around here. Because you do give people a lot of power when you mod them up. And some people can handle being a mod. They don't abuse it. But I've seen plenty of occasions where some of my mods were abusing it behind my back. And then I would find out about it and be like, why were you doing that? Why were you blocking this guy? Why were you, And I think a mod can even ban people from your channel too. Which, again, that's very powerful. To give people that wield that power to do that. I don't love giving people power on my name. Chi-wee-wee, thoughts on Arjuni having his first winning streak after 9 consecutive losing? Good for him. I mean, yeah, I wasn't watching. I didn't get any update about it. I heard he got blocked for like 10 days, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but about time, because the guy claims to be Mr. Moneybag over there, Mr. Gambler. So yeah, about time he came through, if he did. We need Art Clown Slaw, or Slaw. I even said Slaw. You got me saying it. It is a little tricky at first. Once you get it, Art Clown Saw, once you get it figured out, you'll know it's, and plus isn't it kind of like a very, like, Art Clown Saw, isn't it a weird enough name to kind of like fit in a lot of ways? Like, instead of just being like Clown Show, Art Clown Saw makes you think for a second. What the fuck's that mean? Like, what is that? Like, I like the idea that it kind of makes you wonder. But no, I'm not going to debate fucking creepy Simon Feck. I have no desire to talk to that creep. Vinny is just desperate for attention. I agree. I think when I first brought him on, I didn't know who he was. He comes on the camera, and I see, wow, look at this kooky guy. Got the long hair, the beard, very weird-looking guy. Okay, let's see what he's got to offer. And so that's what I was doing. I was giving him that shot, and I was playing it up. Vinny doesn't even realize. Here's the thing. I helped Vinny become what he is in the last 2 weeks. I built that character up. I gave him more of a platform and more of a voice than if he had just come on. If he had his own channel, he would not be that entertaining. He wouldn't be. People get very bored by a kooky guy like that after the same rhetoric for a whole hour. It's a guy, I'm good. I'm the Howard Stern of this. I know how to make character. I know how to play off somebody's character. Okay? Nobody can quite do it the way that I can do it. I can turn anybody into a character. I can make anybody a character. Because I don't care if you're just somebody. There's guys in this chat room that are probably bore fests with no personality, but I can make them a character. I can get them over by playing it up and really giving them that sort of like, do you know how many times that there's been a guy in my chat that came around and was just some asshole guy that was leaving dumb comments? Within weeks, they're all of a sudden a character in the community because I knew how to interweave that into something. Not many people have that ability to do that. People want to do that, but they don't have my talent for doing that. Vinny, the second time he came on, was the gnome thing. And he combusted. He lost to gnome. He lost to a guy that calls himself a pedophile messiah. When you lose to that guy and you're begging me for help and you turn it on me and I let it slide, I said, that's just one time. I'm going to let it slide. The very next show, he comes on and he lost to Argini. He lost to Giuliano. What did he do? Turned it on me, kicked this guy out, clown, help me out. To me, he destroyed it. He even lost to Bodak. He rage quit a Bodak argument. He was 0 for 3 last week. And now these guys, I guess, are trying to bring him on and still playing it up like he's relevant. You're giving him life when he's a fucking bitch. He's a nobody troll loser hiding in Colorado somewhere. Hiding from reality, from his children. I mean, from everything. You know, I mean, I already said, it's real simple for me. If you come on here and I give you a platform, be smart about how you treat me, the guy that's building this reputation for you. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. When you do that, you lose it all. And now you got to run to these dead channels or these copycats and use them. And it's not going to be the same. It's not the same. You can't recreate what I do. It's just never the same. When guys do what I do, it's just never the same. They try. It just always falls a little bit flat because Clown's not there. I'm not there to run the proceedings. You've got to have a guy like me running the show. Bottom line. What is AK? Oh, now you're the... There you go. I got AKS promoter already. Great. ITP, I'll miss you, Clown. Yeah, I mean, 50-50 that I'm done or I'm going away for a long time. And it is what it is. I mean, if I need to kind of like step back, I'll do it. Like, I don't care. You know, nobody tells me what I need to be doing. I don't like losing momentum. It ain't a good idea to go away. You lose momentum. You do. But I've done it many times before, and I always rally. So I can't consume myself with worry. Infamous promoter is Sniff and Paradox split channel. It's not pure hate. Argentina pays them. I don't know what you mean about not pure hate or what you're going for with that necessarily. I'm just like, I'm also kind of very sick of all the mystery about who's who and like, oh, this guy is this guy and this guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm just so sick of hearing about it. You know, it's enough. I don't even know Sniff. I don't know who that is. I've heard of him. Paradox, I know, is kind of a weird guy. A lot of these guys, just they go to every channel. They hang around. They're just like lurking on my channel a lot, and they go and they kind of take what happens over here and they kind of promote it on another channel, which is another thing I don't like. There's starting to become a lot of crossover audience on these other channels from my channel. I'm not real into that. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't really love it because it's not because I'm a hater per se and that I don't think people should be allowed to go to other channels, but it's more about if CSP promoter, if he was actually legit, like if he was doing that to actually try to promote me, that would be different. We all know that's not what he's doing. We all know he's trying to use that name for attention for himself. And by going to these other channels, these crossover audiences, I only feel like I'm being used and manipulated. Because in reality, I don't like these other guys. So having a crossover audience with them is not exactly what I'm looking for. I would rather people come here that are like, fuck everybody, fuck them dudes. Not because they want to see me go live and then yeah, go live. And it's, everybody, it's a good kumbaya. Everybody go live party with the same dudes in the chat all the time. I don't love it. Argini said 7 day. Yeah, that makes sense. 7 day. I don't know why he said 10. 10. Yeah, he probably got a strike and it's probably a week off. That's probably what it is. Not 10. He got a strike for well, now he's saying it's for flashing a gun. It happens when you do it from a first-person perspective, avoid broadcasting mass shootings. Oh, they said it was a music thing. Now they're saying he waved a gun. So I don't know. That whatever happened, I have no idea. I didn't see it. See it? There's always conflicting stories. Was it a copyright or was it a gun? I mean, I don't think Melson would make that up, would he? It must have, maybe was he on the stream and he pulled a gun out? It had to have been that. Maybe his family had an intervention. He's in rehab. Who knows, man? It could be anything. But, I will say this, though. Unlike that grifting, lying scumbag Joey, I'm not on here looking for any kind of sympathy or pity. I honestly don't, I don't expect that from anybody. I'm not that guy. If I go away, I mean it. Like I ain't on here trying to do this to be like Joey and to get like pity for it. Me needing to go away is a real thing. See, unlike Joey, sometimes I do have to pull myself away or I will have a mental breakdown somewhat. That guy, that was just a big fake grifting, fake tragedy to get sympathy. I mean what I say. He never meant what he said. It's probably a warning and not a strike. I have no idea. Like I said, you have to hear until I hear it from the horse's mouth, I don't know. I have no idea. City Life Project is another fake. I don't know a lot about him. Really don't. Not a guy I've ever watched. I did have him on the video recently because I happened to see that he was live a couple weeks back on a UFC show, and he had way more. He had like 40 more viewers than Joey, and he's got a smaller channel. And that really stood out to me at the time. Like, how does this guy have way more than Joey? And I asked people, like, is this guy? Somebody said the other day they thought he was a good streamer. So I don't watch him. I don't know enough about him to even really speak on that. Now, is he a fake? Really probably is, because you want to, let me tell you that. Okay. Let me break it to you like this. You know how I know everybody's fake and I'm not? Because this is what happens when you're not fake. Your channel gets shadow banned. This is what happens when you're not fake. You don't succeed. I would guess a majority of channels that are getting a lot of viewers and subs and are looking like they're succeeding, they're fake. It's not just Argini. There's a lot of guys that bought and paid for their channel. We focus on him because his blew up a lot lately in a short span. Believe me, there's a lot of guys that are doing the same thing. Because a real channel, this is a real channel. Because you see how low my sub count is. That's proof it's a real channel. This is the channel that shows what happens when you're not fake. You don't blow up. And YouTube shuts you down for not being fake. Probably best for Argini to take a break. I would agree with that. I don't know. The guy, the ketamine and all the fucking passing out on stream, and it does, he would deny it, but it does seem to me that he does have some serious, psychological problems. And not that I don't either, but it's pretty obvious. Argini's got problems. There's things I think he needs to deal with for real. And being on YouTube every night because you guys come, I think it's because he got some kind of sleep disorder. He told me the other night, he said that he's got some kind of sleep disorder where sometimes he doesn't sleep for like 2 or 3 days. So, yeah, I'm glad I don't have that, but I do have, I will say, I've been open. I have some insomnia issues I have to deal with sometimes, and I can't sleep. And it can really fuck up my day, and then if I'm streaming all night, it can make it even worse. That's another reason I got to get a handle on it. But his situation's a whole fucking whatever he called it, some kind of actual. I'm glad I don't have that. I'm glad I don't have that fucking problem that he's got. JVD is copying you, put less effort into it. He just ignores chat, laughing my ass off. I mean, I don't know. I just heard about it. I guess he was going live or something. I didn't see it. I don't want to sit here and act like I saw what happened. I just been hearing about this stuff. So I don't know. Let me guess. This is the only thing I can say. Did he do a panel and brought Vinny on and just like they argued the whole, if that's what they did, then yeah, he stole from me. And I don't have any kind of copyright on paneling up. I mean, anybody can do it. It ain't exactly like rocket science. I'm not saying that I'm the first guy that ever did it and that's the only one to do it. But if you're going to bring on these hoard out characters like Vinny or whoever, yeah, it's just going to look like you're just doing what I already did. And it looks like you're copying me. It does look like you're just copying what I did already. And I mean, if that's what somebody wants to be known as, a copy, then do it. But my advice to people would be like, don't do something that Clown's already done. Maybe, how about go find your own characters? How about you go around and find new people and bring them on and then it's like, well, Clown never had that guy on. Then it's your thing. But if you're just going to do the same thing I've done, the look, the presentation is that you're just ripping off what I've done. I didn't see it though, so I can't judge it completely. So all along, JVD just copied. I don't even know. I don't know. I really don't know. He was the guy that was going around saying that he didn't give a fuck about any of these people and that, they're all gay to him. And so if he's just going around doing clown show panel reissues or whatever you want to call it, then it's not going to be a good look for him. It's not going to be a good look for him at all. It's definitely not, that's not the look I would want. I wouldn't want to be the guy that's being accused of just doing the same thing another guy already did. That's a bad look. Maybe he's not trying to do that. I have no idea. Like anybody that was there, give me what did they say? Was it just the same arguments, the same stuff? Was it just like a panel like I do? I mean, if it had the same look and feel, then it was copied. If it was unique and different, then it wasn't. No, JBD had done panels way before he knew you, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he didn't. He probably did. Plenty of people have paneled. I'm not talking about, I'm saying with this recent, the way I've been doing panels recently, specifically with like Vinny and Argini and Gnome and these people, Noodle, whoever has been coming on. Obviously, that's been what I've been doing the last couple of weeks a lot, and it was kind of getting attention. And then Vinny just started, crashing out. And if they're bringing him on and doing the same shit, to me, that is copying what I've been doing lately. Yeah, and don't tell me not to trip over. I'll trip over whatever the fuck I want to trip over. Again, you're nobody. I don't take anything you say relevant. I don't know. Like, see, as people are, is there any part of you that, do you think, like, when you tell me something, I listen? Oh, Clown listens to me. If I say something, Clown's going to notice. Do you really, like, you're telling me don't trip over? Like, I don't give a fuck about your opinion about what you think I should do or not do. You're just white noise. Darren says absolutely to something. Clown 'em all is better. Oh, okay. I mean, great. I mean, Sven. First off, your name is Sven Svensson. So you're really nobody to be judging a channel name. Because you probably have the dumbest name of anybody when you really think about it. Secondly, I did like Clown 'em all. I thought about using it. And then I thought, well, how do I don't know if Sven gets it. How do I morph every character together? Arc, Clown, Saw. It makes sense. Arc, the clown, and I'm from Arkansas. Like, don't you see? For some reason, I guess Finn's the big judger about what makes a good name. The difference is you as the host is a unique element to this channel. Well, see, now you say something worthwhile. See how you go from dumb fuck to smart. So you kind of get it, right? You're still irrelevant, but what you say there makes a lot of sense. See, I'm a unique element to the show. Other people can't quite do it the way I do it. As a matter of fact, I don't think too many. I have 50 in here right now at 1 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, technically. How many people could just go live and talk behind a background and stay somewhat compelling the whole time? Not many. Not many. And I'm not saying I'm setting the world on fire right now. Maybe some people are bored by this. Well, they don't got to be here. Point is, I'm able to come on here and talk, and not many people can get away with doing that without a panel or without an MMA card to break down. I can kind of kill time. And plus, if I am gone after tonight, there might be a buzz going on. Hey, Clown said he could be done. Better get in there tonight. Could be the last one. I did change my name. Are you retarded? Do you not see? Do you not see the name of the channel now? Clown them all sounds good. Okay, you guys like that. Fair enough. Fair enough. If you know, I mean, if our clown saw is too complicated for people, I'm willing to listen to that if they think Clown them all's better. You know, maybe our clown saw is over people's heads. Maybe it's a little over people's heads. Maybe they won't be able to get that. So maybe Clown them all is the better option. We'll see. I mean, I could do a poll on it. If you guys think that I should change it, maybe I will. I'm not like going to sit here and act stubborn like, oh, I mean, if it's that complicated for people to understand. Promoter should change his name. I would agree with that because he doesn't speak for me. Argini had to time me out in his chat, says Logan. Well, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, I would assume you went over there harassing the guy, probably, right? Because you don't like him. What do you think's going to happen if you go to a guy's channel and harass him? Don't you think in all likelihood you're probably going to get timed out, if not blocked? It's bound to happen. Think about it. It ain't Argini, it's his minions. Not that I care, but I have heard some stuff that apparently some people were complaining that I guess Argini's channel is being heavily modded now, where like his mods time people out a lot or something. Like if you go in there and you say something that they don't like, they immediately, I guess, just time you out. I don't like that. I mean, I feel like that's something he ought to get control on moving when he comes back. I'm not saying he has to take the wrench from everybody, but maybe have a conversation with your mods and say, hey, look, tell them, be a little bit more, open-minded about somebody in the chat if they're trying, and if somebody's being obviously spamming or being super racist or, if they're doing anything that's really out of line, I get it. But yeah, he needs to maybe have a talk with them when he comes back. Just remember him saying he was going to, because he wasn't trying to argue. I don't know what that's about. He has to use clickbait to get views, LOL. Are you talking about Argini? Yeah, I don't know. Like some of his stream titles have been really weird lately. Really weird lately. They have. I don't know what he's going for. I really don't. I just honestly don't. Why? Like one of them was like gay sounding too. What are you talking about, like dicks and stuff? And it's like, dude, is Argini coming out of the closet? Is he kind of like trying to tell people something? I mean, what was the stream? Something about dicks? That one was really weird to me. putting ass and tits in the thumbnail. Yeah, like I saw that. I saw that popped up in the feed or what. I was like, what is? I was like, I mean, is that a desperation thing? Like he thinks that by putting chicks on the now it's going to draw more people into the live show. Talking about pussy and dicks and ass and it's like, dude, I mean, you're not me. You're not the clown show. I mean, you don't, and you probably shouldn't want to be me. You probably should stay away from that. You're supposed to be some MMA gambler. I mean, really, the last thing I think anybody that wants picks and bets is going to, do they really want to go over there and hear him stammering about pussy? I mean, not really. I can get away with it because they know around here it's anything kind of goes. Him, it just reeks of sort of like this desperation. Arjani faked his title and thumbnail, still didn't get views, laughing my ass off. Yeah, I don't even think it really, I don't think it really did that much for him, did it? Did it pop a rating? I mean, it doesn't seem like anything happened. So. Appreciate that, Larry. Yeah, $2 dono, nobody. I'm not really worried about the donos right now. I could be leaving, so I do appreciate the effort, but I should have turned the fucking donos off. I forgot to do that. Should have done it. Sad rip-off artist. They're doing everything Clown did. World-renowned pig. Arjani down big. Again, yeah, and let's just be clear what I say. It's more like it's not the paneling up. People have done that. It's more about who's on the panel and what are you discussing, and is it just like, is it a retread of what I already did the last 2 weeks? Ask yourselves that. I have no problem if somebody finds some new character and they bring him on their show and they're like, hey, I just met this guy and he's really quirky and kooky and, hey, I'm going to bring him on. And that would be kind of different. You know, you found your own talent. But if you're just going back to Vinny and the same people all the time, it starts to have a way of looking like, really? This is the best you got? A clown rehash stream? Letting Vinny have his more trolling to do? Vinny started out on Arjani's show. I think he did, but I don't even know what really. I don't even really know what that was about. Because I hadn't heard of the guy. I didn't know who the guy was. And then he showed up on in my chat room. He's being kind of weird, and people were like, hey, get him on. And I'm like, I don't even know who this guy is. So when I brought him on, again, not to rehash it over and over, but I saw a character and I said, okay, I'll play this up. He was going after Arjani. He was going at Giuliano that first show, and that's why people liked it. You know, they went at it, and he was going at it and going, okay, we got a new guy here. And then, the next show, he was, saying that Arjani and him were cool. And I'm like, that's not what the chat wanted. They didn't want to hear that. They want you to go on and go off on the guy again. And then he came on and was talking about crying and praying for Arjani, and it was like, this is lame. And then again, Gnome came in and broke him. Gnome broke Vinny, and he needed my help. And it all went downhill after that. And then I just started realizing Vinny's a fucking troll. He's just some lonely loser hiding in Colorado that's dabbing out of his mind, eating habaneros. It's all a joke. He's not a real guy. It's a character. And yeah, real life, try that in real life, and I'll beat your fucking head inside out. I will beat your ass right then and there, and there'll be no more Vinny. There won't be no more laughing. Then it'll be, what happened to you? Not so funny anymore. It ain't a joke anymore. Clown ain't so funny when he's beating your ass, is he? Bitch ass Vinny. I wrestled. Yeah, you're a dullard. You're a dullard. You're actually the biggest dullard I've seen around here in a long time. What the fuck? You again change your name. You want to be shadow banned. We already discussed this, Guile Viking. I'm already shadow banned. The name's not going to matter. That it's going to CSP was already taken. I had to change. Had to do it. Had to do it. That's not the real Brody Rutledge. Okay? And how do you know this for sure? You know this for a fact. Brody got subbed in the first round. Oh, did he really? Huh. Yeah, he was talking tough. He was talking tough. Guess he wasn't so tough after all. Someone using his name, no big shock. I tap Brody out. He's a bum. I don't buy that. That's him. Brody got to work on his ground game. Embarrassing. I didn't even know who that guy was either. I mean, it's like, that's the thing. People show up here. I don't even, yeah, you all come here. I don't even know any of you. Like, it's like you find my channel, then you become somebody around here. And it's like, okay, now here's this guy. Now, I never heard of Brody before. Some amateur fighter. I don't know anything about the guy. He just, you know, he came in that chat and he was running his mouth. And it was like, people told me it's really him. And I'm like, how do I know? And now they're saying it's not him. So I don't even know what to believe anymore. It's all a lie. Everything's like a lie in this community. It's definitely not him. Don't give up your back, Brody. Did you all see the fight? Is there like a highlight of it? This guy Brody did to have 4 sub finishes in a row. I thought he said he was undefeated prior to this fight. Didn't he say he was like 3-0? Huh. I don't know. Clown is a staple of the YouTube MMA community. You should stay, man, no matter what. Well, I mean, I appreciate that, Baby Shark, but you got to understand, man, it's just not – it's my life. You know, I got to be – the thing is, you guys just sit back in the chat. You wait for somebody to go live. I know you go live, but, I mean, a lot of these people, they just wait for somebody to go live. When's Clown going live? When's Argini going live? You know, they're always just sitting back waiting for a guy to go live. The guy going live is the guy that has to put the hours in. I have to be the one that starts. I have to set up the stream. I got to go live. I got to talk for hours. I got to like try to keep it somewhat entertaining. I got to put a lot of time in it. And when I'm dealing with some issues like I am right now, it kind of becomes like a thing where like, you know, I got to step back or even move on. And now I do feel like I'm not, I don't know. I feel like maybe the more, I mean, what am I really gaining if I keep doing the same shit? Like whoever said that time about sameness, like there is something to that. A lot of sameness. When it's a lot of the same things, it just starts to be like, fuck, I don't know, man. Maybe people are right. Maybe like, you know, if you've done it, I've done YouTube 7 years, almost 8. If you've been doing it 5 years and you really haven't gained more ground than I have, it's probably not a good sign. You know, you just have like a little following, but is that good enough to really want to keep you motivated for the future? Clown Show Incorporated. No, that sounds gay. I'm not doing that. No. Not calling it something generic like that. Get rid of I'm going to get rid of him. He's on a short leash. I'm close. Because I think he's secretly a hater of mine. I really think he's just like a little mini hater of the clown. I really do. I sense it coming off of him. True, there's a channel called Clinbat. Yeah, think about that one. How great of a name is that? Think about that. Clown Show Studios. No, it's the only name I'm willing to change it to would be maybe Clown 'em All. Clown 'em All. It's like like the Metallica song Kill 'em All. Clown 'em All. That's the only other name. Because I'm trying to come up with a name. I tried, and I'm like, everything's taken. Everything with clown in it's been taken. I thought about Clown Beatdown. What about Clown Beatdown? Is how generic is that? You know, and here's another thing too. I had a name picked out. You want to know the name I was thinking about calling this? Listen to this. This is what I'm telling you. So I started thinking the name I thought about Crash Out Clown or Clown Crash Out. Because that's kind of what I do, right? I crash out. Kind of makes sense. I crash out on myself and on other people, right? I thought about calling it Clown Crash Out, CCO. And then get this. I find out there's already a channel called like Crash Out the Clown. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I couldn't use it. I'm like, who the hell used that name? Everything's taken. It's weird. You think of a name, somebody's already got a YouTube channel with that name. It's bizarre. It really is. I couldn't believe there was already a name called Crash Out the Clown or whatever. There is answer, CTA, clown them. No, it's clown them all, CEA, like kill them all, the song, like clown them all, not clown them all. Clown them all. Terzi says spot on. Do you think Bodak is copying you? No, I don't know. I don't. Did he panel up? Did he bring Vinny on? I mean, like Bodak doesn't, he does the anime thing, or not anime, like the AI thing, the character, like he does like the sort of whatever he refer. I don't know what do you refer to that as, but he doesn't go on. And I don't hate that because like not everybody has to be the same. Not everybody has to go show their face and be boring on there. I saw some people criticizing Bodak, but I haven't watched him enough to know. I don't think he's necessarily copying me. Now, if he starts paneling people up, then I'll start to say, yeah, there's something a little weird about that. Because didn't he say, I think he said he doesn't do panels on his show. Didn't he say that the other day? He's like, he never brings anybody on. Now, does he is doing kind of like a character behind a screen like me, but he's a different guy than me. He's got different opinions. I can't say for sure he's copying me, but I do think, I would say he probably has been influenced by me. I think that's a fair statement. I think everybody has. I think people are influenced by what I've been able to create with a shadow ban channel. They look at it and they go, dude, that clown, man, I don't know how he does it. Like, he doesn't show his face. He doesn't go on camera. He says crazy shit. But everybody kind of knows about him in the space. Everybody knows about him. They know his backstory a little bit. They know he's kind of shadow banned. And like, but I think people go, man, there's elements of what Clown does that if you refine them, if you can kind of refine them, you can get over with those elements. If you do it kind of the right way. Take what Clown does, but kind of refine them. So I do think a lot of people are influenced by what I do. Think about our Jenny. He would deny this all day too, but really, I had never heard of him up until he kind of came around my channel and me and him went at it the last few months. Then all of a sudden now, he just does what I do. He goes live, he answers the chat, and he kind of, I think he pretty much stole my whole thing too in a lot of ways. Because I've been on here for years. Nobody ever mentioned him to me before 3 months ago or whatever. I had never heard of him. All of a sudden, he starts talking about me, and then now all of a sudden, there's these crossover audiences. He's on my show. He's always talking about it. It became a whole thing, but I had never heard of him up until 3 months ago. So, and now it's like he's tied to me. It's weird. Like, maybe he did it on purpose. Maybe he knew that I would take the bait. Hey, I heard that this clown guy, he gets mad if you do any talk about him. Let's get him to talk about me, and it'll help build my audience. Maybe he used me for his live stream, for his platform. Maybe he did. Anilkin chat bitch. Hobknockers, any way we can get you to care about your viewers' personal... What are you talking about? Like Baby Sharp, he wants you to know about what he does in a daily... I don't know what you're saying here. What do you? Can you like explain exactly what you're trying to say to me? I don't follow. Care about your viewers' personal lives? Like, I mean, why would I get involved with your personal lives? If I don't even really know what you're trying to say, man. You're gonna have to be more specific. Simon Fagg has a Monsters Inc. toy as Ben Rothwell. He's a creep, dude. He's either mentally ill or he's a fucking real ped. That motherfucker twisted head. The fuck is a feck? Losing to Noam and Argini back-to-back, that gets you cut. Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing, too. Just really losing those debates alone is enough to get you kicked out. Really. I mean, I think a guy like Vinny is just not used to being dominated like that. He's not. I think maybe in another alternative timeline, he must be some guy that's always been able to sort of like, I don't know, his nonstop rhetoric maybe has worked in other platforms on other channels. And then he came here and he met his match. You know, like, oh God, like this community here doesn't suffer fools lightly, man. You can't beat the clown. And you know, like when these guys come in here and they go at you and call you out on your nonsense, if you're not able to show that you have this high IQ, if you can't back up all the stuff you talk about, you get eaten alive. You get eaten alive in these waters, shark-infested waters, and he drowned, man. He drowned. When you have to go to the host and ask him for help me. He did that twice. He had to go to me to help him. That was enough for me to go, you ain't cutting it. You're not cutting it around here. You're losing the plot, which he did. Hunter character remove Vinny the vagina. The RSN, why the name is good? Because it's easy to look up. RSN? What do you mean? RSN. What does RSN stand for? Oh, never mind. I thought you were saying RSN is. Oh, he's just saying the reason. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I thought for some reason I thought you were saying RSN was the name you could look up easy. I didn't pick up on that. Yeah. This new name you should be able to find easy. I thought he was using an abbreviation. I'm skipping over that guy. No, I'm not playing that guy's games either anymore. Shinny playing these guys up, need help. That's the real burn feel. This guy been a bum since the last John Cena heel turn. What are you talking? Who? I don't know what you're talking about. Shinny playing these. See, and now it's like the retards are coming in. No offense, but I mean, it's just you guys act. I mean, maybe you guys aren't so bad in real life. Maybe you just do that online thing where it's always like got to be a trolly, jokey thing. It's a game. I don't know. I hope you guys really aren't like this in your real lives. I really hope not. I really hope not. I can't even understand the comments sometimes. It's what I was told. Giuliano has money. He probably has a gun to defend himself. Not many people know you can't pull guns out on the live show. Yeah, I don't know how he did it. I don't know if he pulled it out and, threatened somebody or something. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. You damn sure can't be doing that. You can't be like pulling a gun out on your live stream and showing people like, hey, look at this. Like, no, they don't go for that. Can't be doing it. It's their rules, man. Maybe you could do that on Rumble. I don't know. Maybe Kick. I doubt you can do it on any platform, really. Be able to pull out weapons like that, if that's what he did. I have seen other guys show guns on stream, so I just don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't speak a lot on it. If you were there, you would know what he did. Primetime Feline, 99 cent. Preach. Little tip there. Shit his pants. City Life is as legit as they get. He streams like literally every MMA event. Yeah, don't watch, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would be entertained by him. He did look to be a little like what I did see briefly. I don't know if I would take him that serious. He doesn't look like much of a tough guy or anything. I don't know. He looks kind of nerdy to me. It's like I can't. I'll be honest. Like if somebody looks nerdy, it's very difficult for me to take them serious. You know what I mean? If you have a nerdy look to you and you're doing MMA, I just kind of like, why would I want to listen to some nerdy guy all night? He does look very nerdy to me. So that's kind of like a put off for me. Like you look like you couldn't fight anybody. City Life is a real one. What makes him real though? Like, what do you mean he's a real one? Like what makes him a real one? I don't get that. Like, I mean, that's a lot of praise to say he's a real one. You know, like you don't even know the guy, right? I mean, he's some streamer. I mean, maybe if you listen to him, maybe he's very well thought out about his picks and whatever and about the fights. Maybe that's what people are talking about. He's knowledgeable, maybe. But no, I don't know what you think makes him like a real one. See, life ain't that bad. Logan J, it's just that the botting is most blatant with our Jenny. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty blatant. I mean, it's out there. You know, I mean, it's a thing. I mean, like, he's denied it. He continues to deny it. You know, he's never admitted it. I don't think he's admitted it to anybody so far. You know, even though I've had him on and we've gotten along somewhat, and sometimes, like, every time he's on, I tell him, I don't believe your channel's real. Now, he swears up and down that it's real. He says that he doesn't pay for anything, that he's never done it. He just continues to say that. And I want to believe the guy. Part of me is like, I kind of want to believe the guy just so I don't have to talk about it anymore. I'd like to get past it, but I can't get past it in my mind. He went from like 20,000 to like 40 in a week or two. And then now he's up to like 60,000, and it's been a span of just a month or two. Like, how? You know, it's not like he's getting tons of views on his videos. He gets they kind of blow up a little bit, but like even those look kind of fake. Every time we ask him, what about the comments? You don't get a lot of, oh, well, some of my videos do get comments. Like he's always kind of like, you know, he's always got kind of an explanation in his own way, but it doesn't make sense. It's a lot of denying. I don't know, man. Clown, what is your alt in streams? You appear to be in everyone's streams. I don't go to streams. What do you not get? Oh, God. This is one of the things that really annoys me. I'm telling you, I don't go to other people's shows. I've only done it a few times. There's on a rare occasion, if I go to my channel and I'm checking some stuff, YouTube, there's always stuff popping in your feed. If it's anything associated with me, like a channel I know about that I'm tied with, sometimes I'll see like, oh, so-and-so's live or something, and I'll see like a stream title. I'm like, okay, and sometimes I might click and go, oh, what's this? But it's very rare. A lot of times what I do, I've already explained this. I go back after and I'll look around and see stuff pop up. I'll say, oh, this guy went live. And I might click on it and just skim through a little bit. Oh, what was said here and there. But no, I don't sit around waiting for people to go live. I don't do that. I don't do it. It's very rare you're ever going to catch me in a live stream when somebody else is live. I do my own channel. If you see a name in there, Clown Show, Arc, Clown Promote, it's not me. If it's me, you'll know. I'll say it's me. If I'm somewhere, there's going to be a specific reason for it. Like I need to address something. I need to handle something. But no, I don't go to other people's shows. I don't know why. People have this thought in their minds that I'm always there. I'm always watching. I'm lurking, and I'm there all the time. I don't know why they just think that. Maybe it's because they can't fathom that I don't watch everybody all the time. They must think I do. Like, he must be obsessed with all this. I know about stuff, but I don't sit there watching. JBD is in the chat. Is that him? It says LOL. Probably mad because hey, dude, what's the LOL for? Is that supposed to be sarcasm? I don't understand. What's funny? You got a big laugh tonight?